You've watched it happen, maybe to a friend, maybe to your parents, maybe to yourself. Two people who once finished each other's sentences, who once couldn't stop talking, and then, somewhere along the way, the conversations got shorter, the silences got longer, and one day it was just over. You probably think you know why relationships fail: cheating, money, falling out of love. But the real reason is far smaller than that, and far stranger. It's not the big fights that end relationships. It's the tiny moments, the ones nobody notices until it's too late. Let me show you what I mean. Meet Tim and Cindy. They've been married for 6 years. They still love each other. On paper, nothing is wrong, but three small moments are quietly pulling them apart. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why. Here's the first one. It's a Tuesday night. Cindy gets home from work exhausted. She starts telling Tim about her terrible day. Her boss humiliated her in a meeting in front of everyone. Tim listens for 10 seconds. Then he says, "Just talk to HR. That's an easy fix." Cindy goes quiet. She nods. She walks into the kitchen and starts making dinner alone. Tim has no idea what just happened. As far as he's concerned, he solved her problem. Now it's your turn. Pause the video right here. Take 10 seconds. What actually went wrong in that moment? Here's the truth. Cindy never asked Tim to fix anything. She asked, without saying it out loud, to be heard, to feel like her exhaustion mattered before her problem got solved. Tim jumped straight to solutions, which feels helpful, but it skipped a step Cindy needed: to feel understood first. This is one of the most common and most invisible relationship killers. One partner wants comfort, the other offers a fix, and both walk away feeling unheard, while believing they did the right thing. What Cindy needed wasn't advice. It was 10 seconds of, "That sounds awful. I'm sorry that happened to you." Then, only if she asked, a solution. What should have happened? Tim pausing before problem solving, asking, "Do you want me to just listen or help you figure this out?" One sentence, that's all it would have taken. Here's the second one. 3 months later, Tim wants to take a new job in another city. Better pay, better future. He's excited. He brings it up at dinner like it's already decided. "I think we should move," he says. "I already looked at neighborhoods." Cindy freezes. Her job, her friends, her sick mother, all of it is here. But she doesn't say any of that. She just says, "Sure, whatever you think is best." Tim takes the job. Cindy starts pulling away. Neither of them brings it up again, but something between them has changed. Pause again. 10 seconds. What went wrong here? Cindy said yes, but she didn't mean it. In real life, people sometimes call this silent resentment. Cindy avoided conflict in the moment, but the cost of that avoidance didn't disappear. It just moved underground, where it grew heavier the longer it stayed unspoken. Tim made a decision and called it a conversation. Cindy gave a fake yes instead of a real no. Both of them avoided the uncomfortable 5 minutes it would have taken to actually talk it through, and traded it for months of quiet distance instead. What should have happened? Tim asking before deciding, not after. And Cindy saying the harder thing out loud. "I'm scared to leave my mother. Can we talk about this properly instead of swallowing it to keep the peace?" Third one. A year later. Tim notices Cindy seems distant, quieter at dinner, slower to laugh at his jokes. He assumes she's just stressed from work. He doesn't ask. Cindy notices Tim hasn't asked her anything personal in weeks. She assumes he's stopped caring. She doesn't say anything either. Both of them are living next to each other now, not with each other. One more time. 10 seconds. What's actually happening here? Neither of them is wrong about what they're feeling. They're wrong about what they're assuming. Tim assumed silence meant work stress. Cindy assumed silence meant he doesn't care. Neither one checked. Both of them just quietly decided they already knew the answer and built an entire emotional distance on top of a guess. This is how most relationships actually end, not with one explosive fight, with 1,000 small assumptions never spoken out loud, slowly hardening into distance. What should have happened? One sentence from either of them. "Hey, you've seemed far away lately. Is everything okay between us?" That single question could have undone months of silent drifting. So here's what you've actually been watching: 3 different scenarios, 3 different mistakes, but underneath all of them, the same single failure, like wearing a different mask each time, not listening before fixing, not speaking the real answer instead of the easy one, not asking instead of assuming. Relationships don't usually fail in one dramatic moment. They fail in 100 small ones, just like Tim and Cindy's. Moments so quiet, so ordinary, that nobody even notices them happening. So think back. Maybe you've been Tim. Maybe you've been Cindy. Maybe you've watched a friend turn into one of them. The next time you catch yourself jumping straight to a fix, or saying yes when you mean no, or assuming you already know, pause. That pause might be the most important conversation you never have. You've watched countless relationships fall apart, maybe even your own. But now you know it was never the big things. It was always the small, silent, 10-second moments nobody stopped to notice. So, what do you think? Have you ever caught yourself in one of these exact moments like Tim or Cindy? Let me know in the comments. And if you've got a why you've always wondered about, drop it below. I read every single one, and your topic might be the next video on this channel. I'll be back soon with another curious everyday why. Until then, take care of the small moments. They matter more than you think. Hey, you are still here. That's great. Watch the next Curious Why video. Also subscribe if you like the work. Thank you for watching.